Hello everybody and welcome. This is Adrian and thank you so much for joining me today. Let's play some more Hegemony III Clash of the Ancients as the Greek city-state of Rhegion. So, in the previous episode we did lose Croton to some rebels. We're going to take it back right now. We have a huge army mobilizing in the east. And we actually went to war with the Brutii. The Brutii declared on me. And so now we're just going to mobilize the empire and actually try and build it up a little bit. And hopefully make our way out there. We are upgrading a lot. There's a lot that's being upgraded along the empire. So that's nice. Let's see. I actually want to get rid. So I discovered that you can have seaborne supply lines, but really they're actually during the winter your supply lines are actually broken. So I don't know if it's very smart to keep, you know, seaborne supply lines. So we won't worry about it. Actually, we're just gonna, I think, focus on land. So let's load up some food here for this army, and we're gonna advance on this in the city of Croton over here. I should have engineers and you know everything that we need to take this city with not too much trouble, hopefully. Let's get a scout. Yeah, and I love these upgrades. The upgrade system is really cool. It's really cool. It really comes in handy. So we just got a battle over here in Torina against the Brutii, and we did win, so that's good. And what I want to do is actually advance up the east and then come and strike at some of these Brutian possessions. Probably just destroy the cities completely, raze them to the ground. Who knows? Who knows what we will do? We're going to advance on the Crotonians over here. I don't know how large the army will be. We're going to get in here and into their supply lines. Let's make sure these men have food. Why do they not have food? So we're crossing here. This is a bridge crossing, and so we've crossed. Now we should have hopefully plenty of food for the siege. This is a well-fortified city. They have some troops. They actually have a couple of generals. Aristophanes. I guess they have two different Aristophanes and some heavy hoplites. So we're going to advance into their territory. We are taking ranged fire. They do have wooden walls. Not too big of a deal. Let's see here. 4 weeks of food. Late winter, so 4 weeks and 2 weeks until spring. Okay, minimal food production in winter. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna siege this down, and it actually looks like because of their rebellion issues, we're going to siege it down pretty quick. Native faction hostility, and then I'm actually gonna burn this city to the ground. I think. What do we have here? We have a market and a barracks. And what happens if I raise it? Loot and burn the city, destroy all building upgrades, and to significantly reduce city stats for a lengthy period. Okay, well, I guess in that case, we will go ahead and hang on to it. And we capture the city. Okay. Pretty simple stuff. We still have the upgrades, obviously. They're actually upgrading even more. Let's go ahead and increase that food production. We have two generals now. We have one guy named Aristophanes. No, I want to appoint him as a governor. Oh, never mind. That was just I think a graphical error. We only have one. Okay. So let's go back to Pristum, and all our supply lines are secure. I believe we should be connected just about everywhere to where we need to be. And they captured, a rebel faction in Hipponian. Oh, I was actually unaware we had any rebels here. Shit, well, I do have a hoplite regiment up north, so, looks like rebel peltists are in Hipponian. That sucks. Our supply line's gonna be cut off for a little while. That's okay, though. Not too big of a deal. Let's go to that fishery and capture that. I don't have any workers for it, but that's okay. We still have heavy infantry. Okay. Jesus, they're going north, actually. Where are they going? Actually, we will leave those hoplites there, then. Let's go ahead and send some of these troops. I think it's actually just rebel peltists. Some rebel spearmen as well. Okay, so they're going up there in that direction. Yeah, the rebellion in this game is super annoying. You'd be very surprised. Rebels are just the most annoying thing ever. Yeah, so we're working on the colonization tech. In fact, we're actually gonna get it in like 2 weeks, so I can start colonizing everything. It's gonna be really nice once we're able to do that. I probably actually just needed only 1 regiment for that, but whatever. So they built a camp. I guess that's what rebels do, is they build camps around and they raid around your territory or something. I mean, you know, makes sense, I suppose. You know, how can rebels operate without camps? So, I don't know. I understand what's the reasoning behind it. Enemy troops are advancing on this flank. Interesting. That's interesting. I do have troops here. I have some troops. Let's go ahead and just defend, I guess, in front of the city. I do have more troops here in Croton if I do need them. We were upgrading here the wood. Okay. Or we were upgrading the you know, level city. New neutral faction Siberis. Okay. We were upgrading the city over there in Croton. And I don't think we have the wood to do it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so Light Pelham Swordsman did attack me here. It looks like the hoplites are going to be just fine. Okay, we broke formation, so we can just probably just encircle those guys completely and just, you know, kill them. Let's demolish this camp. And so we unlocked a skill point, so let's come over here and we can now do colonization. So now we can build colonists. So you come over here, recruit non-combat unit, and you actually come over here and you just click colonists, recruit colonists. And so recruit colonists from your native cities and resettle them in captured cities to give a one-time bonus towards assimilating the city to your faction. Native cities have higher morale that will prevent rebellions and make it easier to collect taxes and raise new recruits. And you need colonization to do that. So let's go ahead and recruit the colonists. We have manpower here. And so also there's a thing called the simulation. So if you come over here and say, let's go for instance to the monument, you see here city assimilation rate plus 5%. And obviously I don't have to worry about that here in my own native city of Polisi, but if you come over here to say Locris, which has no assimilation, and you actually get a circus, which is a city assimilation rate plus 10%, to my knowledge, actually this city will assimilate into your culture. I kind of want to see where. I wonder if it'll show me somewhere. I think it might be right there. Native faction hostility plus 30 or minus, you know, or plus 30 or 0, you know. I'm not sure if that's where it shows it though. I would like some sort of assimilation dialogue somewhere on there. So let's take these colonists and let's march them over to Locris. And then I think once they're in the city. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Resettle them in captured cities to give a one-time bonus towards assimilating the city to your faction. Okay. I don't know. That's weird. It's kind of strange, huh? Holy shit. Look at all the slaves we just captured. Jesus. Okay, so we just captured a shit ton of slaves. Let's go ahead and move them towards, I guess that fishery. It is 19 out of 20 workers. So here, Croton. I'm trying to find out if I can see the assimilation mechanic here. I don't know. I guess I'll have to just try it out. I'm not sure. I mean, the colonists will move to where they need to go. They're recruiting right now. We'll just put them in Locris, and I guess we'll just find out what happens when it happens. Let's go ahead and recruit these colonists here. You know what I have noticed is that these colonists are very expensive. Very, very expensive. It's actually 30 ducats a week per colonist unit. That's a lot. That is a shit ton. So, that's like half an infantry regiment right there. So I don't know, I guess we'll just have to, you know, resettle in areas and see what we can do. Mercenary post, 2 stone walls. Okay, so let's see what happens once I you know, get these colonists, get them over there. What happens? That's what I want to see. Because I know that if you take a look at this recruitment overlay, it will actually show you which troops, you know, are which. So like these are Crotonian cities, these are Locrisian cities, right? Epizifrian Locris cities. And then so it shows you the culture. That much is clear. Where does most of my income come from? How about wood? I produce a lot of food out of Rhegion, and actually a lot out of these areas too. A lot of food. Excuse me. Yeah, the morale, it'll show you here. And this is just a standard faction overlay. Have the Brutii mobilized any more troops? Not really. Where the hell are the Lucani? I wish I could find out where they are. I don't know. I have no idea where they are. I really don't. This place is unconnected, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and connect it. Got some slaves heading over that way. Okay, so let's take a look. What happens when we get in here? What occurs? Assimilation. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, pause for a second. Assimilation. There you go. Assimilation represents how much the city's native population has been converted to the controlling faction's culture. When the assimilation reaches its maximum, you can colonize the city, which will switch the city's native faction to Rhegion. The required assimilation level is based on the population of the city. Certain upgrades or generals can increase assimilation rates, and colonists can be recruited from other cities and resettled here for one-time assimilation boosts. Oh, okay. So these are the colonists, and I can actually settle the colonists here, settle the selected colonists into the city to give a one-time improvement of 250 towards assimilating the city. Settling colonists will permanently disband the units. So there we go. So we settled them, and so basically, for like say a level 5 city, you need, from what I can see here, 1,000 assimilation, and each colonist unit gives you 250. So that means that basically 4 colonist units will assimilate a level 5 city. I think per level it seems to be 250. So actually, building up cities that are not of your culture is actually really not that useful. It's not that practical for assimilation. Isn't that interesting? That's pretty interesting. So that means that you'll have rebellion for a long time in cities that are very built up and that are not of your native culture. That's why it makes sense to raise foreign cities and then assimilate them later. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's pretty interesting. Like, see here in this city of Croton, I don't have any assimilation here, I don't think. Oh, I do. It's actually usually, it's natural. Yeah, assimilation is actually natural. So 7 per week. And that's a level 5 city, so you need 1,000 points and you get 7 per week. There's 52 weeks in a year, so 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So you get 350 assimilation per year. And a year is 52 weeks. We've only been playing 258 weeks. That's a long ass time. That is a long time for assimilation. Holy crap. And then if you have, obviously, if you have structures that boost your assimilation, it's that much quicker. Like a Colosseum 3 is city assimilation rate plus 15% at the cost of 60 ducats a week. Holy shit. That's a lot. Colonia has had a fucking rebellion once again. Oh wow, even a library actually gives you city assimilation. Cool. Actually, let's actually go for library 2. I want to make sure actually all my libraries are library 2s. Visuals and city assimilation. It looks like the visuals do okay on city assimilation. I think the Colosseum or the arena actually does the most though. Whoopsies. Sorry about that. So that's interesting. That's cool. Okay. So I guess where we can, we should try and settle colonists for cities to assimilate. I wonder if it stacks. I don't know if you could send more than one colonial unit. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna get, let's grab 2 colonists, and I'm gonna send one to Medma and one to Heponian. Let's take a look. How's the assimilation here? 41 out of 1,000. Okay, so Heponian doesn't have that large. Oh, it's actually only 700. Yeah, it's not 250. It's actually, it must be 300 per level then, with a baseline of. I'm not sure actually. That's weird how the math works. In fact, let's go ahead and upgrade that visual. We don't have a lot of wood actually. That's interesting. A pirate fleet has been spotted on our coast. It is going to raid us. Okay, these are yeah, rebel hoplites at Galonia. Okay, it's the rebels. They are rebels. That's a full regiment? No, it's not. It's smaller. Okay, so those guys will engage. We have some colonists here in Medma. How long is this going to take? Wow, it's going to take a long time. Okay, so your colonial units need to be at full strength to give you a full colonization bonus. Okay, that's interesting. Because actually, I might have had understrength colonial regiments every time I sent them to these cities, actually. So you can actually see here the circle. The assimilation is a circle. That's cool. So that means that if you upgrade, is there a city assimilation tree? It doesn't look like it. I should definitely try and advance down some of the military tree. That would be very smart. Be very wise. So we'll try and do that. Let's see, these troops are not at full strength yet. It's 31 out of 40. This one is 31 out of 40. So they're recruiting men from Tyrrhenia. It looks like colonists do cost quite a bit. 100 people, actually 100 manpower for colonists. Damn. That's a lot. That is a lot. So colonizing is kind of difficult to do on a massive scale. Scalenium is only a level 3, so assimilation should not take that long. Here, for a level 3 city, it only costs 500. And then what about Tyrrhenia? Has, yeah, some assimilation as well. Stone walls, wooden walls. Oh yeah, I have battlements here. That's right. Stone walls would be smart. And we're losing a lot of wood. So I need more wood for sure. Nowhere to stockpile. Dude, I don't even have food here. What are you talking about? What's going on with Croton? Because it's a level 5, and I think it's supposed to be a level 6, but I'm guessing we don't have the wood. Yeah, population growth 249 out of 250. There we go. Oh, there it is. Cool. 130 recruits. We just finished. Sweet. Okay, so let's find our colonists and let's take a look here. Let's settle these colonists. Assimilation. Wow, that went quick. Yeah, that was a pretty decent buff right there. Let's go to Medma, and we're starting to assimilate this. So let's go ahead and settle those colonists as well. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. So yeah, so the Empire will assimilate. It's just gonna take some time, I think. So that's fine though, because time is something that we do have. I got a garrison here in Colonia and in Locris. And I have troops in Turina, Apristum, and Croton. Okay. Alrighty, well, we're making decent money. Food production is good, although I think we may have to try and beef that up a little bit. We might have to try and work on that. I would also, I kind of need some more wood, some more timber. That would be very wise, actually, because it looks like wood is starting to really kind of hold me back in some places. I have a lot of stuff that needs to be upgraded. Ships, I also want to build some ships, too. Just a small fleet that I can use to maybe raid some cities and stuff, so. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you soon.